What's up, NFL fans? This is Bumblebee Talk Sports, and of course, I had to make a video about this because this was like the best breaking news in the last decade. There was a lot of sarcasm there, but still breaking news. If you guys haven't heard, Tony Romo has decided to end the Tony Romo sweepstakes for himself and retire to pursue a career in television. Now, let me break down the last couple of days for you guys, because us as NFL fans, and really the organizations also, have been kind of trolled, because just on Monday, like 3 days ago Monday, Jerry Jones told all of the owners in the NFL that they are allowed to contact Tony Romo and schedule physicals and meetings with him. But and then 1 day later, does Tony Romo come out and announce that he's going to retire? It seems like a evil Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, Tony Romo scheme to me. But it's okay because he's retired, so we'll just go ahead and let it happen. I think this is what Tony Romo knew what he was going to do for a while now. Because the day of his retirement, or maybe the day after, Tony Romo already had a job lined up at CBS for him, replacing Phil Simms. Like, on Monday, we all got trolled by Jerry Jones. On Tuesday, Tony Romo decides to retire. On Wednesday, Tony Romo has a new job working for CBS. Seems like a pretty solid transition for Tony Romo, which makes me to think that he already knew what he was going to do, because it was just like that. Like, the dominoes all fell in like back-to-back-to-back days. Like, it doesn't just happen like that when you just randomly announce retirement. Tony Romo has come to terms with this really because of his family and his wife. Because we haven't heard a lot from Tony Romo in this offseason regarding the whole Tony Romo sweepstakes, because it really didn't matter what he said or what he thought, because as of right now, his rights were still for the Dallas Cowboys. So nothing that he said mattered. But his wife told him that he would have a better lifestyle now that he's done with the physical side of football. Tony Romo is turning 37 on April 21st, which is probably the most awesome birthday in the entire world. But I think if Tony Romo were going to go to have another year of the NFL, he would just basically have a year looking like the last season of Peyton Manning's career. And he just basically looked like a shell of himself, and no one wants to go out of the NFL looking like that, and no NFL fan wants to remember you like that. So I think that also contributed to Tony Romo's decision. The injuries and everything like that played up to him, and that's why he ultimately decided that he's just going to sit behind a booth for now. Tony Romo, once he retired, also said at the top of his wish list, which was pretty interesting to me, because as you guys know, no one was going to trade for him. I'm talking about the teams that kind of really wanted him. Teams like the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. They weren't going to trade for Tony Romo. The only way that Tony Romo was going to play for their squad was if the Dallas Cowboys released him. So, like I said, nothing from Tony Romo really mattered. But as of right now, it does, because he's not going to be playing for any team. Because he said at the top of his wish list was the Houston Texans. Ooh, crushed all Denver fans. He wanted to stay in Texas and have the stability for his family. It was really important to him because Tony Romo, as you guys know, is a really big family man. But what happens to the $24 million that Tony Romo was supposed to rake in this season from the Dallas Cowboys? Well, him and Jerry Jones renegotiated, and now Tony Romo is going to be taking in $10.7 million from the Dallas Cowboys in 2017 and $8.9 million from the Dallas Cowboys in 2018. Tony Romo is leaving the Dallas Cowboys as one of their greats. And the Dallas organization and Dallas fans would know, but maybe us regular fans and us fans of other NFL teams won't know really what Tony Romo has contributed to the Dallas Cowboys. Because the Dallas Cowboys Tony Romo is leaving the leader in passing yards, the all-time leader in passing yards, with 34,183. He's leaving the Dallas Cowboys with the most touchdowns in the Cowboys' history, with 248. He has the team record for most 300-yard games, with 46. He has the Cowboys' record for most consecutive touchdowns thrown in games, with 38. He has the franchise record for most passing yards in one game, with 506. And those are just some of the things that Tony Romo is walking away with as a Cowboy. But eventually, injuries and father time will catch up with you. But really, I wish the best to Tony Romo. In my opinion, I think he could have played another year of football. It's getting more physical and the athletes are getting tougher. But I think if he went to the right situation, he could have played another season, because there are some quarterbacks that really don't deserve it. But if you guys like this video, please hit a like button and don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos. And as always, I'll go ahead and catch you guys next time.